Hi guys, welcome back to all my subscribers, and if you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Today we're talking all about mushrooms, and this is something that we love, so I hope you guys enjoy this video book list. So the first 3 books I'm going to talk about are books that are kind of like guides. First, I'll talk about this one. It's called The Mushroom Book by DK Books. It is an adult book, but the thing that I love about it is that it has all photograph pictures, so you can really see what the actual mushroom looks like. I think that's very beneficial when you are starting out into this hobby or study of fungi and mushrooms. So definitely it's not for younger kids, but the thing that I like for younger kids is that they can see the real pictures of the mushrooms. The next one is called Fungarium, and I found this one in the library when we were in Colorado. I thought it was an excellent book. The thing that I like about this for young children is it is a very large print or large book with very large pictures. Now the pictures do have drawings, but the drawings are done nicely, and it goes through some different areas of fungus, and so I enjoy that. Would be good for older kids to see like what the different spore types look like. And then here are some examples of the illustrations, which I think are very nicely done. And it talks also about like the network of fungi and how they communicate. And these tell you a little bit about what edible mushrooms look like, some edible mushrooms. And yeah, great book, great resource. The next book is The Mushroom Fan Club, and this book we like a lot because it's like a story of this little girl, and she tells you everything she knows about mushrooms. And I like that they section it off. It starts off with the parts of a mushroom, and then it goes into the different types of mushrooms. It gives you a little bit of information about each type of mushroom and the fun things that they like to do with the mushroom. And this is our favorite part, where it talks about stomping on puffball mushrooms. If you find puffball mushrooms out in the woods, definitely try this out. The next 2 books are storybooks, and this one is called Mushroom Lullaby, and this is just a rhyming book that just tells you a little bit about different types of mushrooms. Like it tells you where you find them. It says in a park, and this one is a glowing mushroom, and it's just a rhyming story, very short, very good for kindergarten and 1st grade kids. And then the next book is called 2 for You, 1 for Me, and it is about a bear who finds 3 mushrooms and takes him to his friend the weasel, and the weasel knows how to cook mushrooms, so he says, I'll cook them up and we'll have them. And of course they have to split the mushrooms, but there's 3 mushrooms, and so that kind of turns into a little problem for them. And then at the end you'll see how they resolve their issue and what happens. Kind of a funny book. My daughter really liked this, and so did I, and so did my husband. The next book is The Littlest Family's Big Day, and this has been in our little library for a few years. And of course there's a nice big mushroom on the front cover. Now this book is not necessarily about mushrooms. It's about a little bear family that moves into the forest, and they go out and they explore their surroundings, but on every page you can spot little mushrooms, so it's kind of like a fun thing to do with your kids. See if they can spot where all the mushrooms are in the book, and maybe you guys can discuss like possibly what kind of mushrooms they are. And simple sentences. I like the illustrations. This is a nice one. And then the last book is, of course, our favorite, and I've mentioned this in one of my other videos, my fall book list video, is Mushroom in the Rain. And my daughter and I both love this book. My husband likes this book too. And it asks the question, do you know what happens to mushrooms when it rains? And so you go through this story. The story is about this poor little ant who gets caught in a rainstorm, and he finds a mushroom and he hides under the mushroom. And then all of these other animals also want to take refuge under the mushroom. And the ant says, well, there's not enough room. But then somehow all these animals are able to also take refuge under the mushroom with the ant. And at the end, you find out why they were able to do that. And this is really our all-time favorite mushroom book. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book list, and I hope you guys have fun studying about mushrooms. And while you're out there in the woods looking for mushrooms, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.